Good morning, collective. The message for today is the win is coming. Don't let the win worry you. My angel number of the day is angel number 222, meaning you are right where you are supposed to be. The song of the day is He Still Loves Me, and it comes off the Fighting Temptation soundtrack.
Took me a while, but I'm finally here. So I just wanna testify, make it crystal clear. See, I've been picked out to be picked on, talked about out my friend's mouth. I've been beat down till he turned my life around.
I believe that copyright infringement begins if you sample a song for 60 seconds or more. So I'm going to try to keep my music clips to about 30 seconds or less. The whole song is the message, so if you all get a chance, just go back and listen to the song. It is, again, from the Fighting Temptation soundtrack. It's called He Still Loves Me, with Beyoncé Knowles and the OJs. But I picked this particular portion of the song because this is the part specifically that was playing in my head or that came to mind as this message was coming through. This message that came through was actually a very, very personal one, but I'm choosing to share it just in case there's anyone out there on their journey that might be going through a similar thing. Especially those of us that are newer on our spiritual journey. I love the part of the song where she goes, take your time. And in the beginning of the song, he starts off by saying, it took me a while, but I'm finally here, right? And I'm hearing Spirit say that, look, we are all on our own journeys, right? This is not a race. This is not a race. It's an experience, right? And I'm specifically hearing Spirit say to the chosen ones, like, look, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to wake up the chosen ones when we come down to earth to have this experience. This 3D, this matrix that we live in here on earth has a construct that is meant to keep us at a certain level. So it takes a lot for Spirit to wake up the chosen ones. So they really don't like to see when the chosen ones are feeling discouraged and put down. I love this part of the song, and like I said, this is the specific part of the song that was playing in my mind as Spirit was giving me this message when he's like, see, I've been put down, picked on, talked about out my friend's mouth. Because I'm hearing Spirit say, like, look, there are going to be a lot of naysayers on this journey, from friends to family members and, of course, strangers always, right? But I'm hearing Spirit say that you need to use discernment, that this is actually a part of the test. It's a part of the test. And Spirit needs you to pass this portion of the test so that they can get you to where they really want you to be, right? I'm hearing Spirit say, look, the package that we have for you, if only you could see, the package that we have for you is so big that it's going to take us a while to move things around in order to bring this down to the 3D. So we need you to keep going. We need you to pass these tests. We need you to get over these hurdles. Look, angel number 222, you are right where you're supposed to be. Do not measure your success to someone else's. Right? I'm hearing a message specifically for those individual chosen ones that, especially when you're newer on your journey and you start learning about tarot, and it's just so fascinating, right? But I'm hearing that when it comes to tarot or oracle cards, I'm hearing that it is very important that you learn discernment, right? for the chosen ones, you really have to learn how to take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Spirit wants you to know that, first of all, tarot cards, oracle cards are a gift. They are definitely a gift. And we're people, we have free will. So people can choose to use those gifts for light or for dark. And I really don't even like saying light and dark because, even the dark, the shadow work is a necessary part of your journey. But I'm hearing Spirit say that, look, we all have free will and we all, think and perceive things differently. When it comes to tarot cards, yes, they're a gift, but don't forget that they are also cards, right? When tarot cards were first invented, centuries ago, they actually started off as playing cards, right? As playing cards. Anyone, and I don't say this to diminish anyone's gift, because there are lots of chosen ones out there delivering great messages to the collective. But anyone can learn tarot. You can learn tarot almost like you can learn a game of spades. And okay, so I'm hearing some people are like, well, I don't know how to play spades. It doesn't even matter. And there are a lot of people who don't know how to read tarot. But at the end of the day, they come with instructions, and anyone can learn to read the cards. So it's very, very important. And I want to stress this. I'm not diminishing anyone who reads tarot cards, because I love tarot cards, and they are so useful when trying to get those spiritual messages that you're struggling to comprehend or to fully understand, right? But it's just important that you just do not take everything to heart. The divine is saying there are 1 million tarot card readers out there, but there is only the 144,000. We aren't hiding anymore. Be your true, authentic self, regardless of what anybody has to say about it. I am literally up recording this message at like 3 a.m. in the morning, but this message is so important for me, or to me, because I am one of the most introverted introverts. If minding the business that pays you was a person, it would literally be me. I am so far out the way. I get up every morning or every day. I go to work, and if I need to, I stop by Kroger's and I go home. Those are like the only 3 places that you will ever catch me, unless I have like a specific errand that I have to run. I mean, I'm so bad that I even get my gas from Kroger's so that I can use my fuel points. But I love being at home in my own space, in my own bubble. I don't like to be around big crowds of people. I get really anxious when I'm in like big crowds surrounded by people. I'm always the type where I just like to be at home in my own, what is it? What movie was that with Brandy? And she's like, in my own, it's Cinderella's, the Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston, where she's like, in my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. That's that image, and that song, that clip from that song from that movie literally popped in my head as I'm recording this. But I am such an introvert, and I had I had 3 different readings where all 3 I was told that eventually I would need to start my own channel. That, Spirit they know me and they know how I am and they know how hard it is for me to put myself out there. I mean, I'm the type of person that I would like break out in tears when we had to do presentations in class, just standing in front of the class and like reading a paper or doing a PowerPoint, right? So when Spirit was like, we're going to need you to eventually stand up and start talking and delivering messages and telling your story, I was like, no, right? And then I got it from a first reader, and I got it from two more readers, and I was like, oh crap. But like, that's part of my journey. That's part of the challenge that I'm meant to overcome. And it's very difficult when you're surrounded by so many naysayers, and it's like just so many people who have so much to say. And for those who are like me, who get easily discouraged, spirit has your back. And I am so thankful for my spirit team. I literally I got this message as I was driving to work yesterday morning, and I got like really, really teary-eyed and really, really really upset because I have a few family members who are heavy in the spiritual community, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And when I mentioned to one of them that I started my own channel and that it was really small or whatever, and when I mentioned to them the name of my channel, like, I don't know what it is with people and the word divine, but like, Spirit told me, like, Spirit wanted me to put myself out there for months now. And I had been putting it off. And then I finally decided I was going to do it. And then I started going back and forth with, well, what should the name be? What should the name be? What should I name my channel? And Spirit was like, look, now you're just stalling. Like, it has taken us too long to get you to this point. Like, now you're just stalling. Like, I try not to cuss, but like my spirit team can be so blunt sometimes. My spirit team was legit like, now you're just bullshitting, right? Because my grandfather, so like, okay, my grandfather, or the man whose name that I carry, is not actually my biological grandfather. And I didn't figure this out until adulthood, right? But this man raised me. First of all, he raised my father, and then he raised us, his grandkids, as if we were his own. And when my grandfather passed, he actually became a spirit guide for me, right? So he shows up in my dreams all the time. And my grandfather was so kind, so loving, but he was very, very blunt. He was a very, very blunt person, right? And I could hear my grandfather being like, okay, now you're just bullshitting, right? So, I decided on the name, and I don't know what it is with people being so triggered by the name divine, or people using the word divine. The 144,000 is made up of a collective of both divine feminine and divine masculine energies. And if they choose to call themselves divine, I think that, first of all, I think that is a true definition of stepping in your power by saying, I am the divine. I see hundreds of channels out there where people call themselves the divine feminine or the, divine. And I think that is a true definition of stepping in your power. Yes, there are going to be some karmics who call themselves divine, and, I think people need to realize that, we're all on this journey, and not all. First of all, you have some divine that can actually be in some low vibrational behavior. If you are one of the chosen ones and you choose to spend your energy going out here and attacking and calling out karmics, then you yourself are in a very low vibrational energy. But even if there are some karmics out there who are nicknaming themselves divine, you have to realize that some of these people don't actually realize that they're karmics. Like, some of them know, and they do it to intentionally mislead. But a lot of people who are actually in low vibrational karmic energy do not realize that they are the karmic. They don't realize that. And I've never felt the need to go around and pinpoint and pick out and put people in their place per se. I've never felt the need to do that. But for some reason, growing up, people have always felt the need to do that to me. No matter how far I stay out the way, people always seem to feel the need to to say something or to speak about me. But Spirit told me, like, look, that was a part of your journey. Like, the real you, the true you, the divine you is so outspoken that, like, people would think twice before even stepping to you. But this 3D construct that you're going through, you lost your voice. So that is actually part of my mission and my journey, which is why Spirit has really been rooting for me in doing this and starting my channel, regardless of who sees it. Like, look, I know my channel is going to be small and I'm fine with that. When I saw that, I'm like one of those people that I even got picked on for, like, the sound of my voice, right? And the way that I talk. So I'm one of those people that, like, I don't like to get up and do presentations in class. I don't like to, I cry doing presentations, whatever. I don't like the sound of my own voice. So it's hard for me to put myself out there, right? But, I'm getting, like, a loss for words, right? It's because even recording this behind the scenes is difficult for me, but I got so choked up because my Spirit team is, like, heavy. They are heavy. I have some heavy hitters. I kept hearing that song. If you all ever remember the Prince of Egypt. And when I was a child, I loved that movie, especially the part where they were, like, listing the, what do you call it? Listing the comedic deities, like, by the power of Ra, right? I loved that movie. Even as a child, I would sit down and I committed to memory, and I've forgotten it since then, but I committed to memory learning the names of all the deities in that song because something about that song, even as a child, just spoke to me, right? But I'm hearing that. So I'm hearing my Spirit team is like, look, we just need you to do what it is that we need you to do. Don't worry about what anybody else has to say. Like, you're playing with the big boys now, right? Like, we got this. Like, it takes so much energy to wake up a chosen one that my Spirit team is like, look, and Spirit in general is like, look, it takes a lot of energy to wake up the chosen ones when they come down here and get stuck in this 3D matrix. So when the chosen ones are awoken, like, Spirit does not take very kindly to anyone interfering with that. I mean, to the point where, and I don't put levels on anything, and I'm definitely not saying that I'm so high up. I'm not saying that. So I don't want it to come across like that. But Spirit is like, look, it takes a lot of energy to wake up a chosen one. So they will put anyone in their place, and they will create tower moments for anyone that interferes with that, even if it's another chosen one. But if that other chosen one is behaving in low vibrational energy, yes, Spirit will bring a tower moment into another chosen one's life if they're interfering with the chosen one that is trying to step into their power, right? So, like, I'm legit hearing my Spirit team tell me, don't worry about what anyone has to say, because if anyone tries to cross you or cross us, or that popping in the background is the ice in my plastic water bottle, but and I'm hearing that was like a pop for confirmation, but I'm hearing like they're like, if anyone tries to cross you, don't worry about it, because they're playing with the big boys now. Like, I'm hearing it's above me now. It's above me now. They are playing with the big boys now. So this message is just meant to be that of one of encouragement. Anyone out there who is on their spiritual journey, who is nervous about putting themselves out there, I just want to tell you, just have courage. Your Spirit team has your back. I don't even know what else to say. The message that came through for me, and they gave me a few more downloads, but they were very, very, very specific to me. So I'm not going to go into any more detail. Just know that Spirit has your back, and don't let anyone discourage you about about stepping into your true, authentic self. But anyways, that's just my message for today. I wish you all a great, relaxing rest of your weekend. And I wish you so much luck, so much luck and love and light on your journey. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Everybody's got opinions. They ain't fit in my position. That it breaks my heart when I hear what they have to say about me.